Hey guys, it's Christina and welcome to my How I'm Spending My Tax Return video. I'm very excited to be telling you about things that I'm going to spend my tax return on. I have had it for a few weeks now and I haven't touched a penny until today. I finally made the plunge and I'm spending on a couple of things that I have been planning for my home for a while now. I do follow Dave Ramsey, and so I figured I should mention that, probably one, because you probably already know if you follow my videos, and two, because this tax return is not really Dave Ramsey approved. So I think what would be Dave Ramsey approved would be to take my entire tax refund and apply it towards debt. For me, that's not what I'm going to do. I am hoping, I'm thinking I'm making good, wise choices and investments with it. However, I am not putting it really towards debt. A lot of the things have to do with maintaining my home and maintaining the value of my home, because this past year with learning Dave Ramsey has taught me, the home costs me more than it should, and not that I'm ready to sell my home, but if I absolutely had to, I do want my home to be ready to sell for top dollar. Plus, if I don't do some of these things that I'm talking about, it will impact over time. I will have to put more money into some of these areas if I don't tend to them now. So that's my reasoning for why I'm spending, how I'm spending. Not exactly Dave Ramsey approved, but not exactly dumb either. So stay tuned and I will show you what I plan on spending my tax return money on. First up, this thermostat. It works in the way that it gets me heat and I can play with the temperature valves. However, it doesn't actually work. I can't program it. I've asked for help from my parents. They can't program it. So I believe the program ability on this thing is shot. So therefore I waste more money on oil throughout my colder months. So a solution to this is the Nest. And I'm very excited to have this installed, and luckily my dad is going to install it for me. Oh look, you can see my reflection a little bit through it. Hello. But yeah, I'm very excited to have this and to not have to waste unnecessary money on oil. And when I leave my home, I do like my heat on like 70 when I'm here. But when I do leave my home, I could afford to have it on like 60 because no one else is here other than the cats. Next up, I've been waiting over 2 years for this, is my backsplash. So I already purchased the tile. The tile was from Lowe's. I really forget the price of it, but I can walk you through why I like it. I like it because it's simple, because it's subway tile. However, it's not that stark and harsh, because I got the white subway tile and I held it up to my countertops, and it just looked too like medicinal or like just stark, like a doctor's office. It looked too clean, and I didn't feel like it was a good match. This I like because it kind of has that handcrafted look with the unevenness to it, and I'll do like a gray grout in between, and it'll tie in with my countertops. And now my reasoning for this is, yes, I just want a backsplash. But then as you can see, there's like nastiness from like rinsing plates and just like mixing things with the mixer. It's starting to stain the sheetrock, and it's getting like oily, and I just don't want over time for this to keep getting wet. And so it's a little selfish, because yes, I do just want a backsplash to have my kitchen finished, but at the same time, this is not a good look, and eventually this will end up affecting my sheetrock. So I'm budgeting out of my tax return to get my backsplash installed. Lastly, what I want to do with a portion of my tax return money is put it aside for that wedding that I said I was in. Being in a wedding as a bridesmaid comes with a lot of financial responsibility. There's a shower to throw, there is a dress to finish paying off, there's gifts to be given, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. So, and I am actually going to make a sacrifice with that. So I'm not totally going above and beyond, but it's definitely important to me to be involved in this, and so I am taking a portion of my tax return money and putting it towards that, so when the time comes, I'm not scavenging for money for the month that the money needs to be used. So that concludes my tax return spending money. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what your plan is to do with your tax return money. It would be great if you put it towards your debt. That would be awesome if you have the ability to do that. As you know, I am not, but I hope that you can see that I'm getting some value out of the things that I decided to put my money towards. So let me know below, again, what you're spending your money on. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and view these videos that I think you might like below. I'll see you next time. Bye. That's coming up. I mentioned in one of my envelope stuffing videos that I am in a wedding and I am a bridesmaid, and that comes with a lot of responsibility. Emmett, stop it. That was rude.